Number 5. Caitlyn, from the TikTok account, HTTP mainly uploads content that features her doing comedy bits or short humorous videos of her dog. But in a short 3-part series she uploads some deeply disturbing paranormal videos. Caitlyn gets out of bed in the middle of the night to investigate a bizarre noise that sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Upon further investigation she encounters the sound of disembodied footsteps coming up the stairs. Take a look.
Oh my god.
Caitlyn, clearly and understandably terrified, decides to retreat back to her bedroom to seek comfort. But what she would experience in her final 2-part segments of video was without a doubt something more than she was expecting.
Oh my god.
Doors unexpectedly start slamming shut around her as she continues to hear the footsteps getting closer and closer up the stairs, but nobody can be seen. Listening closely you can hear the panic in Caitlyn's voice as she whimpers in agony. Unfortunately she did not have her dog present to help protect and defend her from whatever was inside of her home. Caitlyn has not since posted anything further in regards to the paranormal encounter she experienced inside her quiet residential home. Could this be a disembodied spirit tormenting Caitlyn in the middle of the night, possibly a confused spirit just passing through her bedroom, or is Caitlyn in the early stages of a serious paranormal haunting? You be the judge. Number 4. The following video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Q about 5 months ago. With only 11 videos, it comes as a surprise that after the events that occurred, we haven't seen many more videos surfacing from the account. The video shows a young man who was hired to do some videography. He was asked to film the conditions of the inside of a small apartment home by a client of his. His client's mother knows the husband and wife couple that lived in the apartment, who cared for an elderly woman with dementia. While the husband and wife were out gathering groceries from the corner store, the elderly woman mysteriously disappeared, completely vanished. Suffering from dementia, they assumed she went for a walk and became lost, but after further investigation, they noticed all the doors in the apartment were locked from the inside. They called police, but the woman never surfaced. That's when the wife started saying that she was seeing the elderly woman inside the mirrors of their home, prompting her to set up as many mirrors as she had. After the police case closed, the videographer, Q, was hired. He was asked to film all of the mirrors. Take a look. As the young man presses on, he examines each mirror closely and even shows an interest in the locks that he recalls were all locked from the inside during the time of the woman's disappearance. It's at this time that he comes across a mirror that seems to captivate him. Suddenly, the closet door behind him opens, and he turns around to face another mirror. Startled, he quickly made a decision to leave the apartment. It wasn't until he reviewed his film that he discovered not only one, but two very strange paranormal pieces of footage. He was not able to capture the elderly woman who was said to now live inside of the mirrors, but he was able to capture something. Q goes on to mention that an unknown family occupied the home for a short time after the owners sold it due to the experiences they had there. He also mentions that the house has since been demolished after the unknown family moved out. Nobody knows why the new owners mysteriously moved out or why the house was demolished. But at the time of the video, the land was still up for sale. Number 3. The following video is quite strange. It comes from TikTok, but the account holder has since started up her own YouTube channel highlighting the ongoing paranormal encounters that surround her haunted farmhouse that was built in 1742. Now, I always take TikTok videos with a grain of salt, but this account has slowly become one of the most interesting accounts that I have seen on the application. What started off as a strange noise captured on a security camera has evolved into what seems like a bizarre haunting, and I wonder if they have since awoken an old spirit that once laid claim to this old property. Take a look.
Sounds like an animal in distress.
I'm gonna let it catch up. Oh.
And then we saw something really weird over there.
20 minutes after the strange noises are heard from the security camera footage, they notice a small figure randomly appear on the camera, and after a short amount of time he exits behind the home.
All of a sudden something just appears.
Like shaking.
Where is it? Good thing we have these cameras. Come on. Like, what is that?
My camera got blurry. What the hell? And then it shows up on the side like you showed me before.
Mm-hmm.
Which is over there. Of those windows over there, which are blocked. Alright.
Jen definitely seems to have a haunting inside of her home. It's impossible for sure to say how long this spirit has been living with her and her family. But the noises that she encountered aren't anything that I have ever heard. This was just the beginning. The video that caught my attention is much more terrifying though. It shows her, once again, hearing the strange noises. But this time she decided to hit record and walk outside to investigate the noise further. But to her surprise, she doesn't find the cause of the noise coming from outside of the house, but sitting inside of her home is this.
So I've been hearing noises and I've been filming all week and I have not honestly gotten much or have had anything happen, so I'm just like, what the hell is kind of going on? I want to make sure there's nothing up there. Did you hear that? See, I hear shit. It's like high-pitched shrieking. You hear it? That's a bird. Nothing. Nothing. All the lights on. I have the cottage lights on. I'm not fucking around right now, babe. Or got people, just in case I see anything. I'm going crazy. The moon is beautiful. See the fields through there during the day because of the snow. It's really pretty. So, oh my God, there was this walk. I thought I saw something. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
She noticed what appears to be a strange figure sitting inside of her home through a window while she stands outside in the snow. It's hard to make out the figure and be able to tell what it is, but I've watched the video several times. And if you slow it down enough, it almost appears as though the figure blinks once in the video. Do you think that Jen and her family are dealing with something paranormal inside of their nearly 300-year-old farm home, or is it all just for TikTok entertainment? Let me know in the comments what you think is going on here. Number 2. This next video has recently surfaced online. It's footage filmed from the front entrance of an unknown home, clearly security footage. But what these cameras should be detecting in the middle of the night is random traffic, animals, or in some instances unwanted intruders. In this instance, they captured a lot more than the homeowners would have imagined. They captured what looks like a tall man in a robe, or some other kind of long cloaked outfit wandering from across the street and into their yard before vanishing into nothing. It's hard to tell exactly where the figure is coming from due to the angle of the camera, but if I woke up and noticed a notification from the middle of the night, and this was the recording that was found on the film, I would definitely be curious to see if any of the neighbors could see exactly where it came from or manifested. If anyone has more information regarding this instance, please let me know. I would love to know more about it. But unfortunately, this was the only video I could find regarding this instance. To me, this definitely seems like a ghost wandering through the neighborhood. Number 1. Now, I've seen a lot of scary videos online regarding attachments and possessions, and all sorts of videos about ghosts, spirits, and the paranormal in general. But Diego and his daughter Amy have somehow managed to stay off my radar until now. Their videos are absolutely terrifying. Amy has a young spirit that is always around her, and although it seems that they are happily playing together, Amy always seems to be in a trance whenever the young spirit shows herself to Diego. These are a series of videos that Diego has been able to film. He's been lucky enough to capture some of the nightmares that he and his daughter are living.
¿Decir cuarto? Sí, hágale, hágale. ¡Uy, marica, venga! ¡Piseñero, rápido! Uy, no. Marica, perro, lo grabé, venga. Mi hija cuando le ponen princesas no copia desde nada. Luciana. Gonorrea, perro. Chana, coja las cosas.
It's out of one's mind to think that they would ever have to go through something like this with their child. And although Diego is capturing some of what I believe to be the best paranormal evidence and sharing it on his Instagram, I still can't help but think about what his family is going through and what kind of relationship Amy and this spirit are having together. You'll notice oftentimes in his videos that whenever the spirit shows herself, or whenever Amy is in this trance that is linked to the spirit, there is always a little doll with big pink sneakers right nearby. It leads me to believe that maybe the doll is a conduit of some sort, and the attachment, hopefully, possesses the doll. But for how long? Before she becomes completely engulfed by the young spirit. I believe if it is able to enclose her inside of this trance already, then it might not be long.
María. María. Amy. ¿Qué haces tú prendido esta hora, marica? Amy. Amy. Ay, Diosito. Amy. Amy.
Those are 5 scary videos that I truly find compelling, but it's up for you to decide whether you want to believe them or not. It's hard to believe what you see online sometimes, but just because you can't see it, or it hasn't yet happened to you, doesn't mean it's not real. So if you ever hear a bump in the night, or feel like you are being watched in the darkness of your home sweet home, and you decide to film it, make sure to get in touch with me on Instagram at ParanormiesOfficial, or email me at paranormies1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and if you like this new series, make sure to let me know in the comments.